and it's a great honour to be here and pleasure to be here and to hear all those great talks about our immigration problem and issues that are coming up in Ireland, and a lot of communities have been overwhelmed. We operate in Dublin South Central. I live in that area, Dublin 8, and we're asking people to, what seems to be sort of a reiteration, like to defend the supremacy of the Irish Constitution and law here in our own country. And we've heard about the EU overriding lots of our own laws and so forth. But we believe strongly that what's happening, and if we take Dublin 8 or many parts, is that we're seeing, and unfortunately, a kind of a mass movement of Islamic, I don't say Muslim, I say Islamic culture into our area, which is something very visual. I've no problem with visuals and even how people dress, but we're not getting a look at what may, and I believe does lie behind it, which is this other type of parallel legal and jurisprudence system, which gives rise to great concern as to the treatment of the women who are coming in huge numbers, and they're following certain norms and customs that are at variance to our ideas and beliefs in liberty of the individual, you know, freedom of expression, free speech, all the things we hold dear and we fought very long and hard for over a long period of time, and it just haven't just happened. So I think we are entitled to ask, what do these other cultural norms represent? Do they represent other parallel legal systems which may or may not lie below this? And I think the mainstream legacy media does not want to concern or inform the Irish people in any way, and it's just presenting one side of these other cultures. And we need to look for ourselves and have a robust discussion and debate, and maybe look over to our neighbouring countries, to the UK, to England, to France, to the Netherlands, and not targeting human beings, but targeting a structure, a legal structure that doesn't emanate from our Judeo-Christian values. Sounds very noble, but it's actually very, very real. We know in Bradford from ex-Muslims, apostates, and they tell us freely that there are Sharia courts operating in South Yorkshire, where the dominance or the elevation of these laws dictated by people who have no recognition of Irish law, but women who want to get out of toxic relationships and others are being directed not to take them to the civil courts, but to find answers through sheikhs and imams and other figures. We need to know if this is happening in Ireland. We need a discussion about it. We need to use what used to be very common here, a thing called critical thought. But the universities have failed, and that academia have failed. We don't hear proper debates. The lecturers and the legal people seem to be frightened of their students, you know, giving them the woke stuff. So we need to look to ourselves, and I call for this to be reinforced and honestly debated. And that's what we can ask for, and we can ask people who come into our country to engage in that debate if they want to be here. We all knew when in Rome, do with the Romans. Thank you very much.